Joining us now is former TSA Assistant Administrator Lee Kair, who also leads a transportation and innovation practice as principal at the Chertoff Group. Lee, thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you for having me.
So, Lee, on CNN, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, he warned that wait times at some airports are likely to worsen if TSA officers miss yet another paycheck next Friday. Offer some perspective here. Just how much worse could travel potentially get if this funding fight continues?
Well, I think it's important to start this whole conversation just highlighting that this is the most elevated threat environment that we've seen since 9/11. That really can't be understated. And this is the third government shutdown for DHS since the fiscal year began on the 1st of October. During that time, TSA officers have spent more time working unpaid than paid. If that was in your job description, you would never take that job. So, TSA officers are the people responsible for keeping air travel safe, and they're doing that work under significant financial and personal stress. So, they're having to make impossible choices of, do I have enough money to put gas in my car so I can get to work, or do I need to call out and have a side job where I'm able to feed my family? So, and that stress is really starting to show operationally with, they're seeing hundreds of resignations, high call out rates nationally, well over 10%, some airports as high as 55%, wait times exceeding 3 hours. It's really getting significant and only going to get worse, I think.
You served the agency for roughly 2 decades, so clearly you were mentioning you stay in contact with some of your former colleagues. I mean, what are they sharing with you about how they're having to make up for the loss of some of that staffing, either because of sick outs or people, as you point out, having to take up other opportunities elsewhere?
Yeah, so what they're having to do is they're having to consolidate their operations at some airports. I think they saw that today in Philadelphia as an example, where they're having to close checkpoints altogether because of those staffing shortages. You also see, the airports and airlines asking passengers to donate fuel cards and cards that they can use to buy food. You have, the senior staff at the airports, the federal security director staffs are bringing in food sometimes just to, give them something, officers some food so they can, so they're able to work throughout their shift.
Do you see the potential for irreversible damage to the agency that you helped lead for such a long time?
Yeah, so that is the concern that I'm hearing from within the organization that, as this continues, it's going to be harder and harder to maintain operations. But frankly, it's going to be even more difficult to rebuild that workforce even after the funding resumes. They have this many people that are separating from the agency. They're going to have to hire new staff. They're going to have to completely retrain them. And they're going to lose a lot of experience from those officers that have been around for so long, doing such a great job protecting the American public.
We've heard from people who have shared their nightmare experience of traveling the last couple of days. At the same time, we've also heard from some people who, wait times of 10 minutes or less. Can you just give us some insight on, why is there such a different kind of experience for travelers out there?
Well, it's going to vary airport by airport. A lot of it depends on, if that airport happened to be having a peak at that time, it's really exacerbated by the shortage of staff. It also really varies by airport. For example, if they have public transportation where the gas prices, putting fuel in their cars is not impacting them as much in some airports rather than others. So it is going to really vary across the country based on different, cost of living and different positions. But I think it's going to start getting worse throughout the entire country as this continues, because officers are just not going to be able to continue operating without having a paycheck.
It's absolutely unpredictable. I always tell my family, just get there extremely early, just in case. Maybe you'll be one of the lucky ones, and it'll be a breeze. I don't want to let you go also without just really punctuating that earlier point, Lee. I mean, do you see if this continues, do you see the potential for even airport closures, especially those small facilities that have smaller units working?
Absolutely. So I think that is the concern, is that this could get to the point where it's going to impact the ability for airports to operate, or to significantly restrict the amount of time that they're able to operate during times. Could be small airports because they don't have enough staff to open in the first place, or it could be larger airports where there's such delays that they start having to have flight cancellations. And I think it's also important to note that TSA has other missions as well. They're responsible for all modes of transportation. They also are responsible for security of mass transit, rail systems, even pipeline security. And in the current threat environment, particularly with the cyber threats that are coming in and physical threats, there are concerns in other modes of transportation as well. This is not just limited to aviation.
No, I've seen those men and women with those TSA badges working at other events as well, some of those large-scale events. Really do appreciate your time. Kair, thanks for your perspective.
Thank you very much.